Federal Capital Territory is an evolving city with attendant challenges, top of which is the threat to security. This analogy has been evident in the last couple of weeks. But how have the relevant security agencies responded to this situation? Well, this will lead our focus on the discussion this morning on your regular security check program on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja. Good morning, and this is called The Police Live. My name is Tessie Umeri. Please stay tuned. The program returns in just a moment. This is called The Police Live on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
The least you and I can do is to assist them by making security our primary concern.
That is why we are here, to tell the citizens and residents of FCT that we are equal to the task and we are going to do just what they have said.
Lowest minimum time possible, especially when the callers were able to get across to us quickly.
Security is everyone's business. This is why NTA Channel 5 Abuja is collaborating with the FCT Police Command in providing a weekly platform for up-to-date security check in the FCT. Join us for the real information every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station.
Thank you for staying tuned, and if you're just joining us, this is called The Police Live on the Unity Station. Now, to set the tone for our discussion this morning, and before you meet our guest, let's watch this background report on the security situation of the FCT.
Kidnapping and banditry are very much rife in area councils such as Kuje, Abaji and Gwagwalada on the Abuja South axis. Some parts of the suburbs are also not left out of these menace. Much worrisome recently, the new trend of fake news on the social media has further driven a stronger wedge on the situation, creating panic in the mindsets of residents. To all of these sundry security challenges, some residents say they have become too perturbed with the growing trend.
Yeah, because even from your house to come to outside, you are afraid. You don't know the kind of things you are going to join. You understand? So please, let them do their best.
Because we don't have adequate security. It happened. And if government can do something about it, it will help the living of people around this area.
How do you think police has responded to this situation?
Oh, police, they are not responding well to the situation.
On a similar note, just in July, this gory sight was uncovered in Kubwa of the killing and dismembering of the body of a human suspected to be a middle-aged female.
The truth about it is that previously we were safe, but now it's actually more critical. So I actually advise everybody, especially my family, when it becomes 8, 9 o'clock, just stay put. I feel that you're actually very safe in your own confinement, in your own house, than going out and going to parties, especially those that go for clubbing and everything.
Come this area in the evening, you will see people smoking Indian hemp. I don't know whether they have legalized Indian hemp. And look at police station, and they'll be hearing the aroma of the Indian hemp, and nobody will intervene. So we are afraid. You don't know what you will say.
When I came back to Nigeria with my partners, I told them the Abuja is the safest place. But what I'm seeing on the ground now is not what I expected. Abuja is the most fearful place I can see in Nigeria now.
Otumba Bolaji Adegun believes that the negative influence of the social media in blowing these security challenges out of proportion leaves much to be desired.
By having experience of this woman that was stabbed one time in Kubwa, I think it was then during Balachi Roma we saved the situation. It was the bomb blast woman they brought on the social media, while this woman has only a bruise within her breast. But if we have, as a community, we have not gone to see the corpse in the hospital, the children even have already said it's government property. But on going there, when I snapped and we showed them, they were days. This was a rapper, but I don't know how the social media did it. It looks alike, and they brought somebody that was blasted at Gwagwalada and at what's it called, on the way to Nyanya, and they put it as something that happens in Kubwa.
To all of these, expectations from residents have become very high. The police, in response to calls for proactive measures to strengthen security recently, passed out additional manpower from training. With special operations across the territory to combat the threats, experts advised that more attention be focused on intelligence, strategic deployments for pin downs, and stakeholders' engagement.
Many thanks to Onoto Yakubu for that background report. Now, he was appointed and deployed Commissioner of Police, FCT, in August 2021. Until then, Babaji Sunday held amongst numerous posts, Detective Special Fraud Unit, Lagos Command, Sectional Head, Economic Governance, EFCC, Director Operations Presidential Panel on Recovery of Public Property, and Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations in FCT Command. Join me to welcome on the program Babaji Sunday, the Commissioner of Police, FCT. You're welcome to Call the Police.
Thank you, my pleasure.
I want to say, is it the right guest at the right time? Because August visitor in August.
Exactly.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
And tomorrow to be exactly 1 year, we're privileged to have you on the program. And should I say happy anniversary to us?
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you've watched that background report compiled by Onoto, and you could see the such provoking experiences by FCT residents. They have shared their experience of how unsafe they are at the moment. What's your reaction to this scenario or their experiences?
Good morning, listeners. I will say I've watched the clip. People are expressing their opinions, but I will also go with those who said some of these things are being exaggerated by the social media. Because even where they are standing and granting the interview, they are very, very safe. Yes, we agreed. There are some challenges, but those challenges are not unsurmountable. We have deployed our intelligence assets, physical deployments, all the vulnerable key points within the city center, including the suburbs. All the border areas have been manned by our men and the locals and the vigilantes and the other security agencies, which we always synergize. Okay. So we've been patrolling the FCT round the clock 24/7. So I'm assuring the residents that they are very, very safe.
Okay. Your men have appeared on our program like every week, and they have always told us about the strategies you have deployed and how it has been yielding results. And thank God you're here to also shed more light by your own self. So for our dear viewers, we are going to open our telephone lines quite early today. We have, so that you can be part of it early enough for you to also speak, like they say, hear from the horse's mouth. The horse is here this morning. So open our telephone lines quite early so that you can make your own observations, your own comments, so that you'll be part of the program. Okay, CP, a couple of weeks back, security architecture in the FCT was under a litmus test, talking about the day-day building material market. We also had the Kuje Correctional Facility and a couple of rioters. What are the plans to forestall reoccurrence of such incidences?
Yes, actually, there was a time when a motorcyclist, Okada, popularly called Okada, carried a lady, which she fell down, and another oncoming vehicle matched her. That lady was suspected to be an Igbo, and the Okada rider to be an Hausa man. So from there, problems started. Thank God for the intervention of the police that were drafted immediately under my directives, and the intervention of the FCTA administration, where the market was quickly closed and all the stakeholders were involved in a meeting. And as we speak, I also established a police outpost at that day market to reassure residents. And since then, everything has been going on normally. So I want to use this opportunity to say Nigeria or FCT has a community. We shall outgrow issue of tribalism or ethnicity. That lady that fell, nobody planned that an Igbo lady will fall or this or that caused that riot where about 5 persons lost their life. The situation is under control with the timely intervention of the police, and the FCT administration did the needful in settling the matter.
That particular issue. So I'm sure there are plans on ground to forestall reoccurrence of such, because before you realize it, before you know it, lots of damages have been.
That is what I say. We established a police outpost. We posted men. They are patrolling the area. A vehicle has been given to them, and they are working in synergy with all the locals.
Okay. In this era of banditry, like you have said, some of them are announced out of proportion on social media, while some of them might have iota of truth. Era of banditry. What are you doing to, safeguard like boundaries of FCT?
Yes. Luckily enough, already, even before now, proactively, we have our deployment of our PMA personnel, DSS hunters, and the vigilante of the locals posted to all our border towns with Nasarawa, Niger, Kaduna, and
we have
Kogi.
Yes,
very well. Kogi. So those areas were all manned. But of recent, when we are receiving some threats, we even increased the deployment, including other services. The Nigerian Army, Air Force, Navy, Civil Defense, DSS, we are all there. We have increased our deployment, and we have also upgraded our intelligence gathering using the locals.
Okay. What will you say this morning to allay fears of FCT residents from that background report? You could see that they say they're living in fear and all that. And the command, like in a couple of weeks, or even on a daily basis, the social medias are washed with stories of bandits invading the territory. How true is that?
That is not true. We've been receiving that reports, but I want to assure the residents of FCT that as we speak, the FCT administration have approved the commencement of G7 operation, comprising of 7 states, contagious to FCT. The Army, the police, the Navy, the Air, of all the 7 states, very soon is going to, we have done the first phase, and we are going to embark on the second one.
Okay.
They are going to join the ones already we have on ground, so simultaneously.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Can you please tell us your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Dauda. I'm calling from Aleta Airport.
Okay, Dauda from Aleta.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead,
I want
Dauda.
to commend our great city.
Okay.
Our great city. And there is something that I noticed to be done.
Okay.
Issue of this in Abuja.
Okay.
You see, all this airport road, we have this cashew. Clear them.
Okay.
Clear them. These cashews by the roadside, clear them. Secondly, like on Friday, we are in my area in Aleta. Though we called Galadima the respondents on time, but there's another cashew in the other side.
Okay.
It's so many. So boys came on Friday and attacked our area. They came on bike.
Okay.
They came on bike. So please and sister, I know you can reach your office. Tell the minister every cashew on this road side of the airport road and on the other suburb of the area to be clear as because it's a
hiding place. Thank you so much, Dauda from Aleta. You have made your point. It's talking about cashew serving as safe haven for criminals.
Yes. He has also answered the question. I will liaise with FCT administration, park and recreation, then environmental. By the grace of God, we'll get those cashews cleared. And he may be aware that of recent we have also embarked on raiding of all shanties within the city center, jointly with all the other security agencies to get rid FCT of criminals. So by the grace of God, we'll take it up with the FCT administration to get those cashew cleared.
Okay, fake news is really doing lots of damage
Yes.
than even helping to restore peace.
Yes.
What is your command doing to address this culture?
Yes, immediately we receive the issues of fake news, we always respond by assuring the resident that it's not true, because there is no part of FCT that we don't have operatives.
Okay.
There is no part that we don't have. So anytime they say so thing is happening at so area, we immediately call the locals, we call our men to find out.
Okay,
They are-
okay, before you go on, hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Tell us your name.
Good morning. My name is Suleiman Abba from Kuje.
Okay.
I am watching the program live, and I would like to commend the Commissioner of Police. He has said a lot of things that we find very interesting. My fear, however, is we have seen aggressive deployment of police officers everywhere.
Okay.
Is that not a pointer to the fact that the FCT is under any form of security threat, or is that just a routine check? We don't understand. People are scared.
Okay.
What the Commissioner of Police elaborate on that, please?
Thank you so much, Suleiman from Kuje. Sometimes when you see activities, you'll be like, what's happening? So that's what they are saying.
Mr. Suleiman, when the social media is agog with FCT, bandits have invaded the city, FCT is not safe, then the authorities, I mean management of the Nigerian police, courtesy of the Inspector General of Police, gave me additional manpower to deploy in all corners of FCT to reassure residents that they have not taken over. Rather, it's better the security agencies have taken over rather than the bandits. So that is reassuring, and that is what we are doing.
Okay. So, Mr. Suleiman, we've had the CP is for residents to keep calm, to make sure that, so that they will know that the authorities are doing something.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, now, security experts have opined that community policing right now is the way forward, because when you always say, when you see something happens in the society, and community members are the first to notice if there is a strange fellow, if there's any visitor, if there's any person, suspicious person. So how are you, adopting that strategy well, to combat crime?
That has been working. Community policing is what is even helping us. We work in synergy with the locals. They know their terrain, they know their environment. If a new face enters their community, they know, and that is where they contact the security agencies immediately that we have seen a new face.
Okay.
So it has been working, and it has been helping us seriously.
Okay. Hello? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from. You're live on TV.
My name is John Taufik Babakile.
Okay. Can you please turn down the volume of your TV for effective communication?
I'm calling from FCT.
What part of FCT? I'm with you. What part of FCT? And I didn't get your name,
Please, I want to talk to my please.
Okay.
The issue of stealing phone.
Okay.
I just want to please, if they can help us reduce the money we need to track the phone, because stealing of the phone is now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Though I didn't get your name, but I heard what he's complaining about, money of tracking. And I remember on this platform, one of your personnel told us they don't pay for tracking. So he's saying if they can reduce money for tracking in case of stolen phones.
We don't charge money for tracking. Okay. Maybe what he's talking about is maybe private trackers. Oh. But police, we don't have any. We have the facility of tracking. Once his phone is stolen, he should report directly either to the commissioner or the divisional police officer. If they don't have the capacity, we refer it to force headquarters. We have an office dedicated with equipment for tracking of phones.
Okay. Okay, how will you describe the level of interagency, synergy in the FCT, the last 1 year, towards curbing security threats?
Very amazing. Okay. Very, very amazing. The synergy between the security agencies in FCT is very, very encouraging. We meet, I'm the chairman of all the security agencies head of in FCT. We meet in my office, we meet in their offices, we synergize, we discuss, and it cascades down to our personnel. We do raidings together, show of force together, stop and search together, all operations together. So it is very, very cordial.
Now, let's talk about manpower and logistics. Last week, your command passed our new and retrained constables. How much impact will this add to fighting crime in the territory?
Yes, it will assist, that you have seen in the clip. Sure. They were taught, they passed out, and we retrained them on the act of weapon handling. When we hear bandits attacking, what are they using? They are using arms. And we feel these boys that have, the constables that have just newly passed out, we need to train and retrain them on weapon handling so that they can face the challenge of the moment. And you can see how they are assembling and assembling arms with one hand, blindfolded. That is in case of operation in the night. And we are not praying for it. If they are shot on one hand, they can still maintain their rifle with one hand. That is what you have seen.
And so lots of energy there have been
exhibited. Yes. So I'm assuring residents that the newly passed constables are good to go.
Oh, good to go.
Yes.
I like that. Hello, we have another caller.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Pius. I'm calling you from Kubwa.
Pius from Kubwa.
Yes.
Okay.
The issue of phone tracking, it costs money.
Okay.
Even sometimes when you go to, like last week in Kubwa General Hospital, some thieves entered there, collect the matron. Even my sister that was on admission, her phone was collected. So when we made effort, they said we should pay 50,000 naira before it could be tracked.
So can you be more specific? Where exactly did you go to?
We went to Kuba police station. They said they don't have the equipment.
So it's private tracker.
So it's a private tracker.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, I wanted you to be more specific because the CP would want to address the issue. So from what he is saying, the tracking device in the police station Kubwa is not working.
Yes,
so
that is why.
He went to a private
tracker. That is what I said. If divisions don't have the capacity, they should come to us. We will collaborate with force headquarters. We have equipments that can track at our police force headquarters.
Okay, where you can actually go and lay your
Exactly.
So this issue of them always saying that the police collects money, maybe you have to re-emphasize on it.
Yes, we don't charge money for tracking. Bring your complaint, but if you are in a hurry and you contact private tracker, don't say it's police because we don't issue receipts on tracking. So it's definitely private tracker. We don't collect money for tracking of phones.
Okay. Thank you so much, CP. Before we let you go this morning, what's your general security tips do you have for FCT residents?
I will advise residents of FCT to be security conscious. They should give police credible and actionable intelligence. That is, when they see something, they should say something, and by the grace of God, we will do something. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And it is on that reassuring note, you said the newly trained personnel are good to go. And when you say they are good to go, it means that FCT residents need to sleep with their two eyes closed.
By the grace of God.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we have been discussing with the CPFC Police Command, Babaji Sunday, who I said he's August visitor in August. And we thank you for sharing your time with us this morning. And to our dear viewers, that's the much we can take on today's episode of the program. Do remember, as always, collective support to security agencies with credible and timely intelligence information will go a long way in ensuring our national security. Until we come your way again, same time, same station next week. I remain yours, Tessie Omiri. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.